this is Grandmaster Damian Lemos here for iChess.net, and welcome to this new video where we are going to be talking about the best tools to get better as a chess player. And the first topic we are going to address is tactics. I think tactics, we can try learning them, watching games, analyzing positions, but the best way of training this ability is by doing puzzles. So this is quite easy to do because online you can find endless sites where you can do puzzles and train your tactics. At some of them you can even track your progress, so it's up to you to find your favorite site to do tactics. You can also find some good software online. I'm pretty sure the iChess shop, you can find good tactics there. So next, endgames. When we talk about endgames, the most basic endgames, you can see them everywhere. There's a lot of information out there just by googling the basic endgames or by buying a good endgames book. You'll learn the basics, but there's another tool I would like to recommend, and I think this is like a next level tool. It's the Nalimov endgame Tablebases, and you can Google, you'll find a site like this where you can place up to 6 pieces and know the outcome of the game. For instance, let's do this famous endgame. I think I have 3, okay, 4, 5 pieces, and I click here, and then I'll know it is a draw, as you can see here. We know in theory this is draw, but black is known for losing this endgame, and in fact this requires accurate play by black. You can try all the endgames you want. This is a draw, of course. King and bishop against king and rook, it's also a draw, but let us say we want a tough endgame, like couple of pawns. I have my king here, rook somewhere, and black has king g7 and rook f6. As you can see, this is a draw as well, but playing this in practice, it is different. So this powerful tool is great because we can just put random positions and try to understand the logic behind these endgames. Of course, it can also be black to move. Oh, okay, that's not possible, but okay, you can set that position with rook f7 or rook f6. You know what I mean. You'll get the idea no matter what. So this tool is powerful, the Nalimov Tablebases, in order to improve your endgame understanding. So now let's go to the software. ChessBase, everybody uses, or everybody should use ChessBase, because this is key for your opening preparation, analyzing games. Almost everything you need is on this software. And the other tool you should have is a good database. This one, for instance, has millions of games, so this is the one I use for preparing my courses, my games, all my chess. I can use this database to work. And okay, let's open a board. We can do it here. I already have an open board, and I was playing these moves. This comes from a French. So if I click here on reference, you'll see that I can see the moves, the amount of games, the score. I can see the games down here, as you can see. This is great to study openings. Table, I'm not sure what it is. Training, this is when you have some tactics. This is not the case because we are in the opening score sheet. Okay, this is what really matters. A live book. This is great because you can use it online. As you can see, my ChessBase is not activated yet, so I cannot see the moves. It looks like a6. It was played 2050 times, and the evaluation is slightly better for white. Okay, the live book is a great tool, of course. If you don't have a ChessBase subscription, you can download an opening book, which is static, doesn't require an internet connection, and it's usually a good book as well. You can find books online. I'm pretty sure you can buy them too. That's up to you, of course. So, the database, of course, all these tools you have here are related to the database. For instance, this reference stuff. And another key tool to have is an engine. I already installed one. You can just right click here on the right of the board, also on the left. You right click and you do add Kibitzer. As you can see, I have Fritz 11 and Stockfish. Stockfish is pretty good. This is for free. We also have Komodo, Rivka, I'm forgetting Houdini as well. All these engines are pretty good. Okay, I'll just open it, and as you can see on the right, here we have some variations. I usually try placing 2 variations. If you right click, you can add more variations. I'll just put 2 lines because I think that is enough to assess a position. I'm not sure if the whole screen is seen. Hopefully you can see the entire screen. And another thing I do is I increase the amount of processors in order to have better variations. This depends on your computer, of course. So, in order to get Stockfish, which is the free one, and I recommend it, you can go here and you just download it. You can create a desktop folder. You extract the Stockfish files there, and then you add it to your ChessBase. It is simple. All you have to do is go here, you go home, and okay, default Kibitzer, add Kibitzer. I already installed Stockfish long time ago, but if you haven't installed Stockfish yet, you go here, create UCI engine, and then you just look for the file in your computer. So that's all you have to do. You just double click, then the system is going to add Stockfish to ChessBase, and then all you have to do is right click, add Kibitzer, and then you'll find Stockfish. Once you have all these tools installed, you are ready to prepare and study as a real chess player. So let me show you what I do in order to prepare. Let's say this position. I was analyzing e4, e6, d4, d5. Let's say I want to prepare the French. I know these are the most popular moves, but if I didn't, I would check here on reference, live book. I have a lot of ways of knowing the main moves. So that is a sound that ChessBase does often. So okay, knight c6. Once more, I'm sorry about that. Bishop e3. And let us say I want to prepare this position as black. I'll just do Ctrl F to flip the board. And let's say I want to know what is the best continuation here for black. Of course I know black has a lot of ideas here, but what I'll do is I'll go to the main site of ChessBase, the main page. I'll open my database. This is what I usually do, and I think this is one of the best ways of doing it. I go to Filter, Position, Copy Board, and that's it. You have other ways of filtering things like year, result, rating. I want to see every single game that's been played in this position. So, okay, that position is there. I copy my open board already, as you can see. So I do okay. Now I have to wait for a couple of seconds. I think it's going to be a bit more because I'm using the recording software and my computer is getting slower, but it shouldn't take long. I'll just pause the video till this process is complete, and then I'll continue talking. Okay, so it actually took 20 seconds to get here. Now I see every single game that's been played in this position. It is ordered by year, as you can see here in the date column. But okay, what I'll do now is if I click here, I'll see the strongest players that played this as white. So this shouldn't take long. Okay, here we go. Kasparov, Carlsen, Kasparov again, Kierlograf, Caruana, Kramnik. Well, the names, they speak for themselves. And if I click here, I can see that Magnus played it as black 3 times, and he has a good score. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I want to see this game. It is also important to see the date, because I would pay especially attention to this Caruana against Nakamura game. It was played in 2015, or this one in 2016. He might have improved his own game from the previous year. Let me take a look at this game, Ivanchuk against Carlsen. And by analyzing all these games, I see Magnus played bishop e7, for instance, and some of these games are analyzed, and this gives you a better idea of how to play this opening. Here, for instance, just to double check, I can add Dekubitzer as well and see what's going on. These are great tools, as you can see. This is what everybody does to get better at chess. For instance, we saw bishop e7 there. Let's see what Naka played in 2015. He also played bishop e7 against Caruana. In 2016, bishop e7 as well. We get the feeling bishop e7 is the favorite move at the top level. So remember, this is an advice, of course. You have a lot of ways of doing this. I look for a position, and then I just click here to see the top players that played this. Oh, Morozevich, he's also a well-known French player. And I try to see everything, and then I reach a conclusion. If I have too many doubts, you can use the engine as well, but try not abusing of the engines, because you want to analyze things yourself too. That is the way we train tactics. If you let the engine do all the work, that's not good advice. So this is all for this video. I hope you enjoy, and hopefully you can use these tools, tactics, endgames, the Nalimov Tablebases. Let me remember the chess software, ChessBase software, the live book, or another opening book you can download online. And of course, don't forget downloading a good engine like Stockfish, which is free. The other good ones are Komodo, Ripka, and Houdini. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys during my next weekly videos I do. Thank you.